Al B. Sure addresses troubled relationship with son Quincy Brown. Al B. Sure claps back at a fan questioning his relationship with his son following Quincy Brown's apparent shade in a recent Instagram tribute to Kim Porter. Al B. Sure took to Instagram to discuss his relationship with his son Quincy Brown in a comment section of a tribute to the late Kim Porter. Reflecting on their past, he shared that one of their favorite activities was attending boxing fights and cheering on Mike Tyson. Is it just another coincidence that one of our favorite activities to do together, pre H. Quincy's birth, was to sit ringside at our brother Michael Gerard Tyson's fights and cheer him on? After MT's knockouts, we'd attend the press conference and we'd be cutting up while Iron Mike addressed the media. Kimberlina, guess what? Your 58-year-old, strong as an ox, very protective big brothers is at it again on at Netflix, he wrote, reminiscing about happier times. However, the post took a different turn when a follower asked if Quincy had unblocked him on social media. Al B. Sure replied pointedly. The real question is, he's still following a man that abused his mother, and he knows it very clearly. Think about that when you're sitting at your desk at work on Monday trying to unravel this mystery in your mind. It's evident that the relationship between Al B. Sure and Quincy Brown has been fraught with tension for years. Despite Brown recently stating on Angela Yee's Lip Service podcast that they were doing better as of late, the latest developments suggest a different story. Adding to the complexity, earlier this month, Al B. Sure took to social media to express his feelings, stating that his love for his children is being used as a weapon against him. This social media drama comes on the heels of Quincy Brown's own tribute to Kim Porter. On his Instagram, he shared a touching post with a rare family photo, writing, "Here's a rare photo of me with my mom and dad. I miss you every day." Quincy Brown is remembering his late mother, Kim Porter, on the anniversary of her death, while seemingly shading his father, Al B. Sure. On Friday, November 15, on the 6th anniversary of her death, Porter's oldest son, whom she shares with the Night and Day singer, 56, shared a post on social media. "Here's a rare photo of me with my mom and dad. I miss you every day." Quincy, 33, captioned an Instagram post. The single photo upload showed a young, toddler-age Quincy sitting inside a toy car as Porter, who died of lobar pneumonia in 2018 at 47 years old, smiled while squatting low to hug him. Al B. Sure, born Albert Joseph Brown III, did not appear anywhere in the image. When Quincy was 3 years old, Porter began dating Sean Diddy Combs, and the mogul, 55, eventually adopted the brotherly love actor and raised him as his own child. Since the bad boy rapper's homes were raided by federal agents in March amid sex trafficking allegations, leading to his September arrest in New York City, Quincy and his father's strained relationship has played out publicly. "Letter to my son, come home, the door is wide open." Brown captioned a March 28th photo of himself with son Quincy. "You're safe here, son. I love you, Pops. You're biological." Despite Brown's plea, in late October, 6 of Combs' 7 children, Quincy, Justin, Christian, Chance, and twins Delilah and Jesse, shared a joint statement supporting Diddy following his indictment on charges of sex trafficking, racketeering, and transportation to engage in prostitution. The hip-hop mogul's 7th child, daughter Love Sean, is 2 years old. "The past month has devastated our family," their joint statement began. "Many have judged both him and us based on accusations, conspiracy theories, and false narratives that have spiraled into absurdity on social media." They continued, "We stand united, supporting you every step of the way. We hold on to the truth, knowing it will prevail, and nothing will break the strength of our family. We miss you and love you, Dad. Quincy, Justin, Christian, Chance, Jesse, and Delilah." Speaking to People exclusively for an April 2023 interview, months before Combs' ex, Cassandra Cassie Ventura, filed a bombshell lawsuit against the All About the Benjamins rapper, Quincy shared what it was like being raised by the mogul. "I think I've been a sponge," he said, of growing up around Combs, adding, Just seeing how he's able to handle and juggle all these things, I took that from him as my most major takeaway. Mentioning Diddy previously taking his children on tour, Quincy told people, "I think my pops felt safer with us there no matter what it was. He needed his family there, and I think having your kids as your road dogs was a win-win. It made everything go better." Born Albert Joseph Brown, CE, 1968 in Boston, Massachusetts. Married wife Jackie, 1993. Education, attended Manhattan Center for the Performing Arts, 1986. Addresses, record company, Warner Brothers Records, 3300 Warner Boulevard, Burbank, California, 91505. Management, Phil Casey, International Creative Management, 8942 Wilshire Boulevard, Beverly Hills, California, 90211. Self-confidence and style. Even his name shows that Al B. Sure possesses these qualities. Born Albert Joseph Brown, he moved with his parents from Boston, Massachusetts to a comfortable New York City suburb, money-earning Mount Vernon, while he was a student in grade school. By the age of 10, he had already worked as a singer in a video production for children called Sesame Place Park. After that, he never looked back. "I saved up a little bit of money, bought a 4-track recorder and some equipment, and started making music with my cousin Kyle West, Sure, told Bill Coleman in a Billboard magazine interview. West is now a noted producer in his own right. After graduating from high school in 1986, Sure moved to New York City and entered the Manhattan Center for the Performing Arts. He also started a collaboration with Heavy D and the Boys, his old friends from Mount Vernon, and was soon introduced to Andre Harrell of Uptown Records. Harrell sent Sure Das demo tape to Warner Brothers Yugo, and the label signed the young singer-songwriter in the summer of 1987. Warner then entered Sure in that year's Sony Innovator Talent Search. Music industry magnates Quincy Jones and Herbie Hancock were the judges of the competition and picked Sure as the winner in a field of 51 aspiring artists. Their recognition left him very surprised and very honored, he told Coleman. "To have Jones pick me is kind of amazing to me. It's kind of a dream." Sure HS's first single, Night and Day, was released in January of 1988. By April, it was on Billboard's top 10 list, prompting Sure to record French and Spanish versions as well. His first album, In Effect Mode, was released later that year and swiftly went platinum. By September of 1988, David Sigerson of Rolling Stone was calling Al B. Sure the best of the hip-hop love men, describing him as a modern crossover artist who blends rap's pulsing beat with jazzy romantic crooning. Night and Day won over even the toughest critics, like J.D. Considine of Musician, who allowed that the single had insinuating appeal, but disparagingly called Sure a hip-hop Barry White. In early 1989, Sure Das' career hit the kind of snag that could have ruined him. He was charged with rape in Los Angeles. Although he was cleared of the charges by April, Nelson George, writing in Billboard, wondered whether Sure could recover his carefully wrought image. Although the media worked during the last year to turn the 20-year-old vocalist into a sex symbol, it's not surprising that it loved the idea of connecting him to a sex scandal. That the story proved groundless, unfortunately, isn't as sexy. By June of 1989, Sure's If I'm Not Your Lover had critics gushing with praise. Within 16 months, the single Misunderstanding, co-produced by Eddie F. of Heavy D and the Boys from Sure's second album, Private Times, and the whole nine, was a #1 R&B hit. As the singer told Janine McAdams in Billboard, "I think when people hear the album, they'll see that this is very much my growth process from album 1, In Effect Mode, to album 2. It's nothing like album 1 and has nothing to do with the album 1. Sure's second album clearly reflects his growing confidence as an artist, as in his duet with Diana Ross on No Matter What You Do, a song he had written when he was a junior in high school. And his covers of the Eagles' Hotel California, which begin and end the album, intrigued many listeners, including Amy Linden of Rolling Stone. In her review of Private Times, she called the Hotel California remake a creepy combination of lifestyles of the rich and famous and dark shadows that demonstrates an element of risk absent from the rest of the LP. By this time, however, Shure was seriously developing his long-standing interest in producing music. He had already co-written and co-produced 3 tracks with Devontae Swing of the group Jodeci, and by 1993 had done similar work with artists like Tevin Campbell, Chaka Khan, Robert Palmer, Michael McDonald, Rod Stewart, and Al Green. Shure was also planning to start his own label, Shoretime Records. In late 1992, Shure released his third album, Sexy Verses, another mixture of slow romantic cuts and high-speed hip-hop, featuring Grand Puba, Slick Rick, Rakim, and Chub Rock, who had also appeared on Private Times. Shure described the album to Jennifer Perry of The Source as adult contemporary hip-hop, and told EM Magazine that it covers every aspect of what love is, from promiscuity to shyness to anger to infatuation to teasing games, the whole thing. He even underscores the importance of safe sex in his romantic ballad, You and I, explaining to EM, no matter how hot the moment of passion is, you still have to take care of your business. Again, Shure's brand of bedroom hip-hop met with mixed critical response, though in January of 1993, he was voted Best Male R&B Vocalist at the New York Music Awards. This honor confirmed Al B. Sure, who planned to release a new album late in 1994, as a consummate modern musician, equally skilled at his own craft and at bringing the best out of other artists. His fresh, sexy sound has popularized a new kind of hip-hop, one that is mellower, with as much emphasis on melody as beat. As Shure told McAdams, it was something that I've always kind of felt naturally. If you have a melody and you're really saying something in the song, you can't lose.